Hey guys, this is the planning tag and planning. I don't know if I said a weird accent, but anyways, there's 23 questions and I only have 15 minutes, so I'm going to try and go through really fast. Number 1, will you find out the gender? Yes, we will find out our gender until we have one of each child, one of each, a boy and a girl. So that way we don't, so that way we pretty much have all of the stuff that we would need for a child to survive. With our daughter, we bought gender neutral colored stuff until we found out the gender, and then once we found out the gender, we bought so much pink stuff, and by the time that she came, there was just, you couldn't even find the neutral stuff anymore. We just never used it. Number 2, will you use a pacifier? With Sadie, we did not have a choice. She went straight to the NICU, and however, if it was necessary or not necessary, they popped it in her mouth and said it's a coping mechanism. Since she doesn't have you, we're giving her a pacifier. You don't have a choice. And at that point, I was mad, but what can you do? So I'm not against pacifiers. However, I would like to establish breastfeeding first before a pacifier is given. But I do not have a problem overall. Number 3, do you have any nursery ideas? No, I just want to be in a place that has a separate room for them. So I would prefer not to be here because we have 2 bedrooms right now. So no, I do not have any nursery ideas. However, I would like to be in a bigger place with more space so that we have nursery space. Oh, I just rapped, kind of. Anyways, number 4, are you the first, middle, last of your friends at TTC? I'm really in the middle. I have a mixture. I have career-oriented friends that are out there and have no signs of ever being married. I have friends that are in relationships, but they're kind of still out there partying. I have friends that are married and have kids. I have friends that are single parents. I have friends that have been trying for 2 years that are just... Thank you, Jesus, have just been able to conceive, and they are due in May. Oh, I'm so happy for them. So, we're all over the board. Sorry if I'm out of the picture. I'm looking down at the questions. Number 5, will you get or use hand-me-downs? Heck yeah! Oh yeah, that is all, basically all Sadie has is stuff that is secondhand. We go to consignment sales in the beginning of the year and the end of the year, and I save up for that. Oh man, yes, it's awesome. I go in there and I haul for real. I get her whole 6 months worth of clothes at those things, and then sometimes my husband will let me go to Once Upon a Child and buy a couple things there. But they're great deals, and a lot of their stuff is just brand new. I have not really bought that much at garage sales because I find that the stuff there is a little bit too worn, but consignment sales are awesome for finding good stuff, and also Once Upon a Child if you have it in your area. Awesome. Yes, of course, hand-me-downs are great. Yes, I will use them again. Number 6, how close in age do you want your children? I would like them probably between 2 years and 4 years. I think that's a good age range. Before 2, I think that the child is still a baby and needs your attention. And well, I'm not saying for you, I'm saying for me, for my personal family and how I want to plan things out. I think that Sadie is still going to need a lot of attention, and that's kids in general, they need attention, but for my own purposes in our family, I do believe that it would be right for us to wait until she's after 2, older than 2. Number 7, will you make your own baby food? Probably not. I am just being honest. Probably not. Number 8, will you co-sleep? There was some degree of co-sleeping with Sadie. I can't tell you exactly when she started sleeping in her own crib, but it wasn't for the whole night until she was 6 months, I want to say, or 5 months. I don't remember exactly. I have to go through my diaries and figure it out. But she did really well. We had a co-sleeper in the bed with us, the sides raised up, and it was like a mat. And I had it in the bed with me. And my husband was working 3rd shift at that time, so he was working overnight, and so there was a space in the bed, and it worked out fine. And that was when it was not too hot. Our bedroom is steaming hot in the summertime, which was when she was born. So a lot of the time I slept on the couch in the living room with the air conditioner on or with the windows open, and she slept in a little glider thing. So whatever worked. We just kind of go with what our bodies were telling us, or what my baby told me. Number 9, will you use or do you believe in a stroller? I did not know that there was controversy about strollers. I did not know that there was people against using strollers or who did not believe in using strollers. I don't know why you wouldn't. Let me know. Comment. Message. I don't know why you wouldn't use a stroller. Yeah, I will use a stroller. Most definitely. Maybe not all the time, you know, but yeah, definitely will use a stroller. Number 10, will you go back to work or stay home? I have stayed home with Sadie. I did have to go back to work. I tried to go back to work and they cut my hours and it was funky. But basically it got to the point where my husband got a better job. I was able to quit, and thank God I've been very blessed to be able to stay home with Sadie. And so I would like to stay home for as long as possible with my kids, at least until they're in school, or they're at least all 3 years old. That's my goal. My mom was a stay-at-home mom. That's all I've known growing up. However, if I could get some paid jobs to do as far as crafting or something like that, where I could use my creative abilities and also stay home, I would love to do that. Okay, number 11. After newborn/infant, how long will you let child cry before going to them? I believe that it does depend on the cry. You know, if you hear a shrieking crazy sound like they're hurt, I am sorry, I'm gonna run to my kid and make sure that they didn't, you know, jam their head between the rungs of the crib. I don't think that that would be possible, but you know, just, you never know. You never know, I mean, what could happen. Maybe a bee got in and stung her. You just never know. So if you hear that shrieking cry, I'm going to run to her as fast as I can. But if she's crying, I usually give it a couple minutes. Right now she's 17 months old, and I give her like 3 minutes, 3 good minutes. And depending on the cry, like if it's kind of like a wail kind of a cry, like wah, like she's doing it on purpose, I kind of will let her amuse herself, especially if it's in the middle of the night, because usually if there's something wrong, she will let me know. So it kind of depends. I don't know. For me, I go between 3 and 5 minutes with my toddler. I'm assuming that that's what the question is asking. Number 12, how often do you bathe your child? We bathe our child as needed, and that's usually 3 to 4 times a week. And I say, and usually sometimes it can be more. If she needs it, we'll bathe her. The reason I don't bathe her every day is because we do live in a cold climate, and she does have semi-sensitive skin, and so I mean there's really no need to wash that much. I know that some people use it as a routine, and that is a really good method of something to do. However, it just doesn't fit for us. Number 13, will you do extended rear facing car seat? This is so controversial. I've seen so many people get bashed for this one way or the other. My daughter was born with don't want to say a heart condition, but for lack of a better word, I'm just going to say she's born with a heart condition. So from day one in the car seat, she's hated it. And we've looked forward to being able to turn her car seat around. And so I think that I don't remember what the guidelines were before. It was like 12 months and so many pounds or whatever. But the time came close to where we were going to do it, and all of a sudden there's this new extended rear facing car seat, blah, blah, blah. And my daughter's just getting worse and worse and worse with screaming in the car, and I don't know if it's affecting her heart or not. And so we actually discussed it with her cardiologist, and her cardiologist said, you know what, there should be no problem with you turning her car seat around. He's like, she's of the right weight, so the weight is correct for her to be able to turn around. And she's just shy of the height. I think it's like a half an inch shy of the height, and he said, you know, with her heart condition, just do it. So we went on his recommendation and we did it. Also, we had a lot of pressure from grandmas that were ready for her to be turned around and not screaming and wailing every time we were in the car. Will you breastfeed? If so, how long? I will breastfeed again. I loved breastfeeding before. I believe that it was cut short. I believe that I did not get the full experience. I don't believe that everything came in the way that it should have. I did breastfeed for 5 months. This next time I will go longer if possible. I don't know how much longer. I'm just kind of going, I'm really about feeling what the baby wants and what the baby's body needs and things like that. So I'm just going to go with whatever the baby is giving me signs to do. But I am very excited to breastfeed again. Yes. I think I will cut it off at a year though. If the baby was still going for it, I think I would kind of start weaning at a year. Number 15, when will you introduce solids or baby food? With Sadie, we introduced at 4 months, just because, again, grandmas were feeding and we should, you know, like, here's a little bit of banana. So we did like the really, really watery cereal and stuff like that. So it was like 4 or 5 months, right around there. Do you want a boy or a girl first? We have a girl first. At first I wanted a boy first, to be honest with you, but because we wanted, you know, that boy to protect the younger siblings and stuff like that. But then, you know, our pregnancy kept going on, and I was like, you know what, it wouldn't be so bad to have a girl, because she could be mommy's little helper, and she could be like, you know, a little mommy herself, and it'd be so cute. So I think that was my body telling me, hey, yeah, prepare, because it ain't a boy. So, but I love her, and I'm so excited for her to have a sibling, and so on and so forth. Then for the next child, I would like to have a boy for my husband. I think he would love having a boy. I would love having a boy. I would love for Sadie to have a little brother. We'll see. I'll be happy either way. I just want a healthy baby. I don't want all the complications or anything like that. Even though I was blessed through our last pregnancy, and even through all those complications, we were still blessed. But I would just like an easier round this time around. So there you go. Do you have names picked out? Yes. My husband and I are the type of people that we just have so many names that we love, and so we just kind of go and like, oh, you know what name I heard and I love, So yes, we have names picked out, more for a boy than for a girl. But Robert has had Calum, K-A-L-U-M, in his mind forever, and so we really like that name for a boy. So if we have a boy, it may be that name. Who knows? We'll see. 18. How many kids do you want? I used to say that I wanted 5. Now, I mean, I'll be happy with whatever the Lord blesses us with. So whatever He sees fit to give us, whether that be 2, 3, 4, or 5. More than 5 would kind of be a lot. But you know, I'm just gonna let the time pass as it does, and let my mind go with it, and our finances and everything else God will provide, and so on and so forth. But for like, if I could say perfect world, I would say they're like 3 or 5. Okay. Will you homeschool? Probably not. I was homeschooled for 1 year. My brothers were each homeschooled for 1 year. I hated it. However, and I was ready to go back to school. However, I just feel like it is important socially to go out and get that experience of school. Also to kind of get under your belt the fact of knowing that you have to go to work 5 days a week or more, you know, for some people it's more, just to get into that routine and everything like that. And I just feel like that would be right for us. That's just the way that I feel. Home or hospital birth? I would like to try a home birth. Whether it's this next pregnancy or not, I don't know, but I would like to try a home birth. Planned C-section, epidural, or natural birth? Natural birth. Number 22, will you drink while pregnant? And it says clearly not trash, but a glass of wine occasionally. No, I do not drink now. I've never drank. I've never been a drinker. I don't like the taste of alcohol, so it's not really a big issue for me. Will you use cloth diapers or disposables? I would like to try. Right now we use disposables. It would be a really big expense for us to try right now to just jump on the cloth diaper bandwagon. However, for the next baby, I would really like to try cloth diapers. And once again, hopefully we will be in a place that has laundry and I won't have to go to the laundromat to do laundry, and that will make a big difference for us in our decision. So, tag, you're it. That was 23 questions in 15 minutes. Booyah! Hope you can do it too. See you around. Mwah.